Sanctuary, Heavenly Birthstones, Part 5, compiled by Shirley Jean Street and read by Wayne T. Street. Jacob's 12 sons, the mother, the stone, and the flag, or ensign. Leah was Jacob's first wife. His first son was Reuben, his stone, ruby, his flag, a figure of a man and a mandrake plant. The second was Simeon, sapphire stone, flag, cluster of buildings. The third son, Levi. Levi's name will be on the pearly gate instead of Dan's name. The stone, topaz. The flag, a breastplate, candlestick. The fourth son, Judah. The stone, carnelian. The flag, or ensign, a lion. The ninth son, Issachar. Stone, peridot. The ensign or flag, donkey. The 10th son, Zebulun. Stone, emerald. The flag, a ship. Bilhah, Rachel's maid. Dan was the 5th son. Lost Levi's name on gate instead of Dan. His stone was a topaz. His flag was scales or eagle with a snake. The 6th son, Naphtali, stone is a jasper. Flag, a hind or a female deer. Zilpah, Leah's maid. 7th son, Gad. The stone, a sardonyx. And the flag, a group of people. The 8th son, Asher. His stone was an onyx, and the flag was an olive tree. Rachel's sons. 11th was Joseph. Manasseh in Joseph's place. The stone, an agate. The flag or ensign, a wild buffalo or unicorn. The 12th son, Benjamin. The stone being an amethyst, and his flag, a wolf. Ephraim, who's lost, Joseph's name will be on the pearly gate instead of Ephraim's. The stone, a zircon, and the flag is an ox. Joseph's flag is wheat. In times past, people searched the constellations to better understand God's plan of salvation. Today, a fast-growing number of people are choosing to trust their future to astrological signs. God's plan of salvation in the stars. Orion, the Glorious One. The Gospel in the Stars by Joseph A. Cease. Wise men from among the Gentiles not only looked to the stars as a means to refer to and represent a coming Savior, but they were so certain of their observations that they traveled a long distance under the guidance of those starry indications to find the promised Messiah and honor him as Lord with their adoration and gifts. Matthew 21, verses 1 to 11. Because definite prophecies and promises from God were associated with the stars, these wise men were led by astronomical signs which they studied, understood, and believed to be from God. The Jews of medieval times definitely associated the tribes with the zodiacal signs. Chart quoted from The Curious Lore of Precious Stones by George Frederick Coons, page 282. The 12 tribal breastplate stones and sanctuary facts are quoted from God's Sermons in Stones and With Jesus in His Sanctuary by Dr. Leslie Harding, Ph.D. The number 12 is biblically significant. The 12 patriarchs formed the skeletal organization of the Old Testament church in the wilderness, while the 12 apostles were the pioneers of the New Testament church in the world today. 12 appears to be the number on which God's government is based throughout history. For example, Solomon appointed 12 officers over all Israel, 1 Kings 4, verse 7, 1 Kings 11, verse 30, and Ezra chapter 8, verse 24. Christ might have called 3 leaders as he did in Egypt. Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. He could have named 7 apostles, as the deacons were numbered. He might have chosen 70, as he sent out later. But he chose 12. John 6, verse 70. The number 12 is equally significant in the case of the tribes.